So, talk a little bit about like Ashanti Harris, the student, like bring us up like first getting into dance in school and how that came about.
Okay. So like I said, I went to Jesse Rice Elementary School, and we had we had it was this dance pro. I don't know what it was at the time, but Miss P. I know a lot of y'all know Miss P. She was teaching West African in elementary school, so that's when I first met her in elementary school. Something happened where the program stopped or whatever, and she came back and did this show for us when she went to Miller. So me seeing that show at JC Rice is what made me want to go to Miller. That's the only reason I went to Miller, was to be in the dance program. That's it. So I went to Miller, her actual team outside of school. So I was on the dance ensemble in school and outside of school. I did that all the way up to 11th grade. And then in 11th grade, I started college. So I started college in 11th grade. We broke up because of, differences. Everybody had differences. We wasn't seeing eye to eye with everything. So it kind of slowed down a little bit. So I stopped that. From there, I knew that I wanted to do acting. I always knew that I wanted to do acting. So as soon as I graduated college in 2017, literally May of 2017, I was gone in Atlanta. There was nothing. I'm gone. So I started taking up acting, and that has been doing very well since I've been there for 3 years now. I've done 2 seasons of American Soul on BET. I've done 2 interviews for 2 different magazines. I'm in a movie coming out at the end of this year. I don't know if I can say the name yet, but be on the lookout. So it's working. I've been on a lot of little short films and stuff, so it's all coming together. Atlanta is doing what it's supposed to do for me.
Okay. So let's take it back. Where did you first realize that you had like a talent in like dancing and also just like entertainment?
I want to say I was around in kindergarten, because that's when I started doing West African with Miss P. I loved that.
Yeah.
West African, that class, that was fun. So from there, that's when I knew, this is something that I want to keep doing. In kindergarten you don't really know too much, but you know what you like.
Yeah.
I knew I liked to dance, and from doing that West African class with Miss P. So I give all my dancing credits to Miss Pilar, because that is where my dancing started. I was always a character, growing up. I was silly, I was dramatic. I'm still dramatic now, but I always felt that I had the look, the talent, the energy to entertain people. I'm a big goofball.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody know that, but I am a huge goofball. So I use that to my advantage.
Yeah. What was your favorite performance growing up? Like, it could be either with Miss P or some recent.
My favorite performance. I feel like I just did something recently. Was it Wild and Out? Or I think my favorite right now was American Soul on BET, the season 2. It just aired like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm in episode, was it 6? I think I'm in episode 6. I did a little dance sequence scene. Yeah, that was by far the best time I ever had on set, the best performance, or the most memorable performance that I've done, and I can't wait for that to happen some more. Y'all gotta go watch it.
Okay. And well, talk about how that came along, like how that happened.
Let's see, how did I do that? So when I moved to Atlanta, you go out there to start networking and stuff. So I started networking, started talking to people, going to different sets, trying to learn the industry. So I got to, start going to these dance studios, because I saw this group. I was on set as a background person, so I started from the bottom. I started as an extra, and I saw this group dancing. So I talked to them, and I'm like, "Hey, how y'all start dancing on these movie sets?"
Yeah.
And she told me, this girl told me, we got an agent, we got a talent agent with Dance 411. And I'm like, okay, noted. So I started going to the 411, started taking classes. I signed up for a membership with them. I started going to the auditions. And pretty much that came from going to an audition. Just getting booked from straight audition. I'm not even signed with them, but I give props to them and thanks, and I'm so grateful to them because they are the reason that I have done a lot of the stuff that I've done as well.
Yeah.
By booking me on those shows and stuff. So, yeah.
Well, were there a lot of challenges, when it came, after graduating and starting your own dance team and, doing these different rehearsals and stuff like that?
After her, just making sure that, she's somewhere where she can be watched so that I can, still chase my career at the same time. But other than that, I wouldn't even say it's a challenge. It's just being in that mind frame that no matter what, I got to get this done. Like, this is my dream. So baby or no baby, I got to figure it out.
Yeah.
So, and most of the time, like a lot of stuff I do, she comes with me. She comes with me to certain rehearsals, the ones that she can come to.
Yeah.
She everywhere with me. So me having a kid, it is a challenge, but it's not stopping me none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we do have Miss River in the building.
As you can hear.
Yeah. What talk about being a mother, like, what some of the things that, you love about being a mother, and what, just talk about being a mother.
It's amazing. I did not expect me to have a kid this early, but things happen. And I wouldn't change it at all. Like, she's a blessing. She's so funny. I'm actually scared that she's gonna turn out just like me, which is not a bad thing, but it could be a bad thing. But it's fun. It's not hard. Like, it's only hard for people who don't want to take care of their kids. So for me, it comes fairly easy because I'm already a nurturing person.
Yeah.
So for me to have a kid, and so I have to nurture her all the time, it's cool with me. Like, I would be bored, honestly, if I ain't have no kid. I'd be at the house like, what y'all doing? Can we, like, I don't care about Corona. What y'all doing?
Yeah.
I would be so bored, so I'm glad I have her.
What's some of the biggest similarities you see between you and her?
Well, she got an attitude.
Oh, yeah?
She got a whole attitude. And that's what I mean when I say I'm scared she gonna be like me. Because I got an attitude and she got a whole attitude. But she's very outgoing too. And that's the same for me too. I'm very outgoing. She definitely has a personality to be only 1 year old. So I'm interested to see how she gonna turn out.
Yeah.